Balmoral Golf Course, just east of Red Deer, came about due to tough farming conditions in the late 50s. Louis Herder decided to take a shot at golf, and in 1959 the work began.
When they started converting it from bare farmland, and it was a cattle farm, so fencing and all that kind of stuff had to come down, and we opened in '63. So it took that amount of time to get all those elements in place, and opening with sand greens, not with grass greens.
Louis passed away on Christmas Eve in 1964, but the legacy he left behind was picked up by his son Charlie. It was slow going at first.
Maybe not the best business at the time. I mean, things did improve, but at the time, yeah, it was a tough decision and a real struggle for a very long time. Not until mid-'70s did it really start to pick up.
The family couldn't afford to buy trees, so a nursery was started just for the golf course to fill in what was bare farmland.
We built this nursery, planted the seedlings ourselves, and raised them up. So every tree on the golf course that's planted was grown here. And thank goodness at some point, I think 1978, we bought a tree spade so that we didn't have to hand plant the trees anymore.
Many of those trees, for the most part, are at least 30 years old. Dave Delane, a member at Balmoral since 1973 and now an employee there, says that's one of the major changes he's witnessed at the golf course.
Charlie had planted about 200 to 300 new trees, and they were only about 2.5 feet high. And throughout those years, 43 years, I've got to witness the maturity of those trees and how it just changed the landscape of the whole golf course.
Dave had taken an early retirement and figured working at a place he loved to golf at was a smart move.
I decided to take a few years and work at the golf course, and as it turned out, I've been 12 years now. So, and hopefully I'll get another 12 years.
Lasting 50 years in an industry dependent on weather and economic factors is a tribute to the family. Leslie says it's because they were frugal, knowing where the course fit into the industry, and building it from that point.
If we tried to be something that we weren't, or that we couldn't be, we never would have survived.
Things are certainly being done right, as a very loyal clientele has been built up over the years.
A lot of those customers have been with us so long that they've become part of the family in one way or another. And I think it builds that community that we have here.
In the early years, we used to come early in the morning and golf before the clubhouse was even open, do our 9 holes, and come back when the clubhouse was open, pay our fees, and then go to work.
Leslie says she's got the best of both worlds in running a business and being involved in a sport like golf. Balmoral is their legacy as a family, and according to her, it really is a family member.
There's my sister and I, and the golf course is the youngest child and the spoiled child that got everything, got all the attention.
Well, happy birthday, Balmoral. For Go Central, I'm Jim Claggett.